Okay, we're taking a look at the Comp Q, and again I must remind everybody that everything we speak about here is for educational purposes only and never meant to be or construed as a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Please do your own due diligence. Very consistent with the other indexes, we actually had a channel going on here, a very distinctive flag formation, a bull flag, and it broke down out of this and gapped down, and then had a big down day on Wednesday, a recovery day on Thursday yesterday, and then a narrow range day, inside day today on low volume. This formed a double bottom here. We put a bottom in July, so it bounced actually yesterday, opened at and traded up from the bottom, so that formed a double bottom. That's significant. It's a level that we need to watch, because if it breaks down below this level, it's going to go down much further. We're going to go down to this. The first test would be this double bottom here, which is about 2135, 2140. If it breaks down there, then we're going to be looking at the low that was put in right here in July. Going back up is not going to be the easiest task in the world, because moving back through a gap situation, it can be resistance here as well as here, so we need to pay attention to that. And also back here we need to recognize this gap that occurred in late June, and that can act as resistance on the way back up if it decides to do that. My thesis though is I feel that this is a critical level. We need to see if this holds or not. If it breaks and closes below this, it's going to go down further. On the upside, we also want to look at this level, the swing high in July, which is around 2260. We also have, this is very consistent here, the top of the channel that it just broke down out of, just above 2300, and that coincides with the swing high here in early June. And then we have the swing high at 2435 in May, and then the top here at 2535 in April. We do have the crossover again, just like in the other indexes, of the 50 simple moving average, excuse me, coming from above to below the 200 simple moving average. And again, we cannot discount that. That's got to be a very significant event. We need to really pay attention to that. The stochastics did cross over and fell and dropped dramatically. We are now in the oversold area, and we had a crossover the MACD line over the signal line with building momentum with the histogram to the downside. This could really go either way. It could trade in this channel here, which it may very well do, and it could just languish down here in a flag type of a pattern, a bear flag, and then move down. So on this index, I'm really looking at this double bottom here as pretty darn significant area and level. If it does break there, I'm looking for it to go down, and my bias is still to the downside. Okay, with that, I'm going to wish you a good week of trading. Please remain hedged, be prudent with your position sizing and your diversification, and be careful out there. It's kind of a crazy market. And this is Mark Espy, and I look forward to seeing you next week.